Yes, Fiona is at the auto doctor. And she wasn't sick or anything. It's just one of those annual checkups. You see, a car is a lot different than a human body, you know? It's not really good for a human to go to the doctor because the doctor will try to convince them to take a bunch of stuff that's not necessary. A car is different. Yes, I crack myself up all the time, and I don't care if people find me funny or not. That's the whole thing. The reason why women shouldn't do stand-up comedy is because they think way too highly of themselves, and it doesn't make sense. They haven't done anything to earn that, and they don't have an interesting perspective. So nobody wants to hear them talk. Nobody wants to listen to women. That's just the way it is. The reason why they listen to me is because I'm actually interesting. And I've been told that by so many men. And I've also been told by a lot of women that they're really fucking jealous of me. Take that, bitch. I'm kidding. I think it means a lot for a woman, especially a really hot bitch, to come up to me, of all fucking losers, and say, you know, I'm so jealous of you. Understood. You don't have any confidence because you seek that from a pair of jeans, or you seek that from a tube of lipstick, or a pair of high heels. You seek that from your followers. That's the thing, man. That's why everybody needs to get off social media. Unless they are doing something that is actually creative, get off social media. I mean, it's all the same shit. It's so boring. Like, everybody is so fucking boring. Like the lolbarys show, they're like, man, you're not going to see content like this anywhere else. You're damn right, lolbarys, okay? You aren't going to see content like this anywhere else because people are so obsessed with their stupid image. I tried to get on Instagram, and God, it was awful. It was awful. I went back to chain smoking, got off Instagram, immediately quit. And they told me to do it because I do comedy, right? They said, yeah, do Instagram. You want to put yourself out there? I think what did it for me, there's this chick that I used to be friends with back in the day that's an obvious borderline personality. I tried to tell her this information. She got very upset with me, yelled at me, hung up the phone, and then the next day proceeded to send me a series of text messages in all caps explaining to me why she didn't have the disorder. Now, this is funny to anybody that knows anything about borderline personality. This is like classic borderline behavior. But I apologized to her because I realized that she took it as some sort of accusation, and that's not what I was attempting. I was trying to help her, but she didn't see it that way. It's not easy. It's not like she even asked me for that advice, I mean, like, I wasn't trying to give her advice. I was just speculating, and she couldn't handle my speculation. But I realized that maybe it wasn't my place to say that, and so I apologized. But she didn't talk to me after that. This is a person who has repeatedly invited me into her life only to push me away whenever things get inconvenient for her, and she realizes that there are other women that she could talk to that make her look better. Because she's all about her image. So who knows? She might actually be histrionic. But
Histrionic people are obsessed with their image. That's my brother to a T. That's why he's with some bitch that treats him like shit. Because she's smoking hot. But anyway. I don't understand that. It's like, just be alone. So many people just can't be alone. It's pathetic. It's like, you can't go wrong with yourself, man. But, anyway. Yeah, so, I randomly found this girl on Instagram, right? And I hadn't spoken to her in, I don't know how long it'd been. Maybe like a year or two. And she allowed me to follow her, but she didn't follow me. And I guess this kind of offended me. Because, once again, classic borderline behavior. Like, I want you to know all about me and what I'm doing, but I don't want anything to do with you, you know? Like, she's such a fucking cunt. But she's, like, a covert narcissist. Like, she thinks that she's above it. And she does have self-awareness some of the time. Which is why I kept forgiving her when she would come back into my life. Because she'd realize that she was being a bitch. And she would apologize and be like, I'm sorry that I said I was better than you and all this. But I thought of her as like a little sister. So I continued to put up with her shit. And she continued to break my heart. That's the thing. That's what women will do to you, man. It's not even worth it. I wasn't even in love with the bitch. I wasn't even like in a relationship with her. And I felt like I was. You know? That's the thing. That's what women do. Like they make you think that you're dating them. I mean, she told me a long time ago that if she was a lesbian, I would be her girlfriend. Which makes sense because, you know, I was the only person that would listen to all her daddy issues. I was the only person that would listen to all her insecurities. And let her walk all over me, you know. Well, that's my fault, too. It's totally my fault. You should never let people treat you like that. So there's a lesson in the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, you'll repeat the behavior. Well, I guess she taught me that lesson via Instagram, and I got off the website. I was like, I don't need to be on this site, because this is just for fake people. Fuck this website. But really, though, I don't have time for fake people. I don't have time for flaky, image-oriented people, man. Take your histrionic borderline shit somewhere else, bitch.